Okay, and we are live with Stationeers. Also, hello, bleh. Hello, Ito in chat. What was I saying? We're live. Hello. Oh yeah. So let's do a quick recap of yesterday. We what did we do yesterday? I guess we started implementing the atmospheric system, and we filled out the base a bit. But I do want to do some changes because I thought about a better way to place the communications array for trading. So I'll show you that off, soon. Today I'm hoping we can finish the atmospheric piping at the very least, so we have all the systems in place. But I did do a lot of thinking off stream about our heating and cooling system. In our last base, we were positive on heat, so we were always cooling. In this base, I was thinking that we were going to be negative on heat, so we will be always heating, but I don't know that for sure. And if we're always cooling, then, or always heating, then my system, if we're always cooling, my system of recycling heat will be pointless, and all we really would want is to recycle the gases from the furnace. So I think I leave it unfinished or unconnected for now, until we know for sure that we need it, and then I can put the heat recycling in. But we'll still be recycling gases, just not heat. Anyway, let me get started. Where is my headset? There it is. Let's get a game on screen because that's a good idea, with sounds because that's also a better idea. And let's go. So we aren't gonna do the heat recycling part just yet, so this machine is gonna stay here unconnected. But we are going to connect to the radiator arrays and to the filter. We'll need a liquid output, we'll need a pressure output, and once that's all done, we can have some carbon dioxide recyclers and put them inside this carbon dioxide tank. I should just connect them directly to this pipe system, actually. That'd be much better. Okay, so let's go and lay down some pipes. We already have all the devices. We just need to pipe them up. And that's a digital valve for this system over there. Oops, wrong button. That's a pipe for this. Boop. It needs a wire. We definitely don't have enough wires, but let's do it anyways. Actually, we should have this be like this. All this is going to be on another APC, so we don't want to connect them all the way back there. Damn, if only this was backwards. Hey, can I do it? Can I put this backwards? Yes. Okay, much better. Okay, and you also need some wire connections. Make sure we have some space for the pipes. Okay. You are gonna need a big power outlet that's gonna be connecting to my main power line. Speaking of main power, I should get a power line in here for the APC. Oh well, let's do the piping first. We can worry about power later. Speaking of power, that we should worry about later. There's some power here I can worry about now. Okay. We have a bunch of pipes here. You are here. You need... What do you need? I can make it simple, like the one we have back at the life support nugget. Of just putting you down here. Make sure we have extra tanks. Up. And I can have an ice crusher. Actually, I should do it a bit further away. Okay, we can have an ice crusher here. That's going to be connecting to this thing. I should get some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should get some insulated tanks. Inline tanks. These are all okay. So this is all done. This here is almost done. We just need the waste pipe to be. That's gonna be the. Let's see. You need to connect. So let's get something like this. It's gonna be connected to the waste gases coming from the base. So there'll be some kind of connection. You can be just regular pipes. That's fine. Okay, so we need piping. A lot of pipes. Regular pipes. But also utility gas kits. We need 8 of those. Okay, well, while this prints, let's go and see if we can weld the frames. But it's going to be a shorter stream, maybe half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Because, as you may or may not know, on Mondays I am somewhat busy. It's always shorter streams on Mondays. Ooh! I wanted to reorganize where I put the communications array. I first said I wanted to put it down here, but instead I'm going to put it next to the living room. Around here. So we can have the landing pads out there, and it'll be an easier time than if we have to make like an elevator all the way to the top and whatnot. So, boop, you can go here. It'll be closed off for now until we have the communications up and running. Let's weld the living room. Boop, boop, up, up. Okay. Hello, Red Tango. The question is this enough pipes? It's always no. Yeah, there's never enough pipes and never enough wires. Always have to print more. Speaking of, I should check on my utility gas. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Okay. Now give me some pipes. Regular pipes for now. Print a bajillion, please. Thank you. Boop. What does the comms array do? So once we have a comms array, we can contact other ships, trading ships, and we can call them down onto landing pads to trade with us. So for example, we could trade with them oxygen for money. In my uniform, I have a credit card with 200 bucks, so I could spend that on something. The number one thing we really want to do to get from trading is going to be ices, water, and oxygen and all that stuff, because those are limited. Technically, there's not infinite ice in this world. And also seeds for other plants. Let's see. Yeah, so once we have a comms array up and running, we can use it. It needs a lot of adjustments, so I want to do it indoors, and I want to do the trading outdoors. Okay, I would connect those, but they're not ready yet. We want this to be all insulated. This is going to be all insulated. So you're going to be spitting out room temperature oxygen and nitrogen and nitrous oxide. So go that away, please. You're going to be connected to waste / distribution. Okay, that's a bit wonky. That should do it. Technically, we do have an extra pipe for this connection. Okay. So now I can use the ice crusher to crush some ice to be filtered into these slots here. Power low. Power schmower, it's fine. Let's use these inline tanks for the heater. Hopefully this is going to give us a lot of capacity in our pipes, so we can have lots of heat in there. Thank you. Okay, that's the heater. Let's keep piping. We want these guys to be all ready. So let's say this is gonna be oxygen here. So that's gonna be the oxygen thingy. So we want those to come from here. Yeah. And then the oxygen goes in here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so the oxygen goes in here. We'll have a release valve in case there's too much pressure. Okay, good. We need more pipes. That's oxygen. Next gonna be nitrogen, which might be a bit harder to do. Not enough pipes for this. So nitrogen is gonna come here. It's gonna have to go over these pipes. So let me go and do something like this. Nitrogen, well, not that. Nitrogen will have to run over these and go in there. More pipes. Okay, while this prints, let's keep welding. Weren't we done here? Almost. Okay, so that's the living room floor all done. Yep. There's a transition zone. That's gonna be the botany section, so let's get to work on that too. It's probably not enough pipes, but we should not. We should do step by step. Okay, calm down. Print me instead some insulated pipes, please. Insulated pipes. There we go. So nitrogen's gonna be coming in here.
Hydration critical.
Hydration, smash, whatever. It's fine. Okay. There we go. Make a big long pipe. Okay, and also have a giant tank with the release valve. That's a bit nah. We should do have a detour earlier. Okay, the rest will be insulated. What about what else can use these regular pipes for? Oh, also gotta get a connection for the carbon dioxide. That is definitely not enough pipes. I know that for sure. Okay, this is a bit too low for the ice crusher, so let me go ahead and raise it a bit. That should be ice crusher height. We'll need some extra space, so a one-way valve, an igniter. So that should be good. Next, out here. Hopefully I can use the filters detection systems to detect when to turn on and off this digital valve. Up. So this way we can have all the carbon dioxide be recycled from our furnace operations, and then we can use the carbon dioxide for whatever we want. Okay. And then go here. Yeah, we need more. Surprise. Okay. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. But let's not print too much. We don't have infinite resources anyway. Also, we have to go back home soon because we are running out of water. Okay, so we're going to need also a release valve. A pressure release. So we can do this over here. Next, the filter is gonna be here. Make sure to connect everything now. Okay. You connect. Come on. What? Why are you? What the? Why is he like that? There you go. That's better. Up. And now we have to connect these. As we thought this was not enough pipes. Boop. Okay, so ideally, when this is hot, this turns on the cooling. We have a pressure release valve here in case there's too much pressure and the pipes are going to explode. Speaking of, we don't have much capacity in here. Might want to buff that up, but whatever. So, pressure release valve here. This is going to be the filter that turns on. It can detect, I can put a chip in here to detect when it turns on and off. And I can also have devices linked. So I can use this filtration machine to link to this pipe. And it can detect when it's too hot or too cold. When it's too cold, when it's too hot, it turns on the valve. When it's too cold, it turns off the valve and it starts filtering. Okay. Let's go back home to drink and eat and whatever. While we're gone, I would print some pipes, but I can't like ask to print 20 pipes. And we don't want to print 1 bajillion pipes, so let's just turn that off and go home. Oops, gotta turn that on. Okay, home time. You know, if my airlock was active, I could just vent out the airlock to be in a perfect vacuum, and then that'll be good enough for me to eat and drink inside of. But then the issue that would come next would be my suit. Oh, speaking of suit, I gotta get the pure oxygen, the pure nitrogen connected to my suit storage. We'll figure it out. There's gonna be some extra pipes, it's fine. Ugh. Please go right. Okay, thank you. Go, go, go. It's kind of pretty when we can actually see Jupiter.
Oxygen low.
Uh-oh. Oxygen low? What do you mean? Oh, my filters are dead.
Oxygen critical.
Flush the environment. That should refill with some oxygen. Right? Right. It worked. It's not gonna work forever, though. And it is going to take more air than usual. Over there. It's filling with nitrogen.
Oxygen low.
Yeah. Flush.
Oxygen critical.
I gotta keep flushing out all the air so it refills with the oxygen. What happened to my base? Okay, there it is.
Oxygen low.
Shut up.
Oxygen critical.
Oxygen's fine. Okay, here we are. That's something else we're gonna have to take care of, the oxygen.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen's fine.
Critical. Temperature critical.
Temperature smash right there.
Critical. Temperature low.
It's fine.
Pressure.
Okay, we're home. How's that? Huh. Okay, we gotta take care of all of our needs. First, drink some water. Make sure it's full. Thank you. How's the battery? It looks like it's dead and or dying. Put on the coal generator. Thank you. Yep, that's gonna be filling it up. Let's make sure we spend enough time in here to not be stinky. Did you guys... Am I hearing birds? What is that? That was a battery noise. Anyway, we've gotta switch out my suit's battery cell. Also gotta switch out the welder cell. Also gotta switch out the air kit tank. Make sure this guy is full. Okay. And good. Yep. Okay, next. The filters, I'm gonna have to replace when we're back on the construction site. That's enough coal generation. Okay, calm down. So let's think about it. Our system, we will need vents, just like we need to have a giant wire running all over the base to have power distributed. We're gonna need also a giant pipe running all over the base to distribute the air. I mean, that's just gonna be piping. That's not too much of an issue, I don't think. I don't believe. Waste gas. Let's, you know what? I think we should try and do the... We should also add the suit storage. Actually, that needs silver, raw silver. So I guess we won't be doing that just yet. But I should have the pipes ready. There'll be one connection to the waste tanks, one connection to oxygen, one connection to nitrogen. Nitrogen is going to be refilling our jetpack. Oxygen is going to be refilling the bottle, just like we're doing here, like that. And waste is gonna empty out my waste bottle. Anyway, we're no longer stinky. Let's get out of here. And making sure I have my finger on the flushing button, so I can not explode and or suffocate from nitrogen. Thank you. Go, go, go. We have to go back and get some filters.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen's fine.
Oxygen critical.
Oxygen's fine. If only we had a bit of raw silver, I could make the suit storage and it'd be easier to tell where things went.
Oxygen low. Oxygen.
For now, we'll just have the pipes like ready to be set. That should do the trick.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen's fine.
Oxygen critical.
How's my air? It's not draining. Okay, it's draining pretty fast, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's pretty bad, actually. It's using a lot of air to do this technique. But it is what it is.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Use about 30 kPa every time I flush, I think. 30, 40 kPa. Should be there soon.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Come on. Okay, here we are. Ooh, there's no wind blowing. Probably fine.
Oxygen low.
Give me some filters, please. Filter me. Let's go. So I need the nitrogen filter first. And I can get a replacement
Oxygen low.
carbon dioxide filter.
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Temperature low.
Thank you.
Low pressure.
Boom! So now we should be able to stop flushing. All the time. I can replace this filter. Thank you. Chuck that away too. Okay, back to work. Let's go and ready out the pipes for the suit storage system. So we'll need some connections from nitrogen, from oxygen. We can have the suit storage like in this corner here. So make sure all these pipes are going back. You need to be up high a bit. I think. We'll just leave it that like this. Once we have the suit storage, we'll know which pipes goes where. And also a waste pipe. It can come from here and go all the way back here. It should be up higher. Because these head level pipes don't let me walk around. So yeah, if we have a waste pipe, we'll make it so it goes up high into this system. Oh, you know what this needs? A pump. I gotta always make sure to pump out the ice crusher because it just accumulates gas in there. Where's my wrench? There it is. Okay, so I have a pump. What else needs pipes? We need some insulated pipes now for these connections. This needs to be connecting over that away. So we need more pipes. Always more pipes. This. Okay, so we'll connect it to here. How is that gonna work? I'm gonna have the carbon dioxide pass. It's gonna have to be passing here next to the nitrogen into this thing. Okay, so piping. Yay. Pipe me, please. Thank you. In the meanwhile, we can use these pipes. So we're gonna have to do a system for all of these. It was gonna be, I think the can the air tank detect their content? Let me check. Insulated tank. What do you? Oh yeah, you can. Okay, so these can detect their content. So I can have when it's too high pressure, release gases with a smart valve, a digital valve. Yeah, that can work. Give me all that stuff. Probably won't be enough. That definitely won't be enough. But let's stop here and get some insulated pipes. Thank you. Let's go with the carbon dioxide connection, which is this thing here. Go that way. Make a long pipe. Is that too long? Oh no, that's just long enough. Nice. Oh, actually, no, that is too long. No, that is too long. Let's go to 5 long. 5. Yep, like this. We want it to be just before. No, that's still too long. Just before the mixer. Like this. These needs wire connections too. Yeah, no, they can connect here, it's fine. Crossover. And connect. Boom! So that is the air done. Yeah. Which now we can distribute all around the base. Let me have this go towards the common room for distribution purposes. Also, there's going to be a vent in here, so make a hole for a vent. There we go. Okay, so once this system turns on, it can distribute carbon dioxide from waste gases, which I can recycle from my suit, which I can get from the furnace. Speaking of getting from the furnace, we need a regular pipe here that connects all the way over here. Okay, that should be enough insulated pipes. Give me regular pipes again. Oops, I was about to write regular pipes. Now give me pipes. Thank you. Good. That should help. So where am I gonna put all these insulated pipes? You needed a connection. You guys over here need connections. All gonna be like this. Okay, so we don't leak heat from the gases. Okay, that's good. Next. You guys are connected. Yep, that's all good. I'm gonna keep some insulated pipes, but the regular pipes. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Now we're about to do the special devices, so the smart valves, the pumps, all that stuff. Put this kind of stuff in my backpack for later. Disconnect the carbon dioxide filter recycler from the furnace. We'll have to do it like this. There we go. Okay, and then we have to take down this system. Thank you. And connect. Okay, so that's connected. What else is unfinished in terms of piping? That's done. Yep. That's done. These are done. This is done. You do need a connection to like the rest of the base to recycle everything, but that's probably fine. I think we're pretty much done. All that's missing really is the suit storage, but I'm not sure where the pipes are gonna go yet, so whatever. You need a pump, yep. And you'll need a connection for the suit storage. So let me just go ahead and do that right now. It's gonna be coming from the top. Presumably. Okay. So we can stop printing pipes, presumably, and start printing devices. First, we're gonna need some pipe cowls for venting. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need 4 of those. At the very least. Next, we're gonna need valves, digital valves, that can open when they detect that it's too much pressure. Digital valve. Thank you. Then they're kind of expensive. After that, we need a pump for the ice crushers. We need another ice crusher for the heater. And we'll need a bunch of wires. A bunch of wires to connect to the other spot. Give me some heavy cables first. Thank you. We'll need at least 4, but probably more. Come on. Thank you. Also, we need an ice crusher for the heater. Thanks. Also, we need pumps for both of these. So we'll need 2 pumps. A digital valve, a pipe analyzer for the heater, so I know what's going on. Because we have to manually operate it. Okay, that's the ice crusher. Need some pumps. 2 for the 2 ice crushers. Okay. And anything else? Let's go with that for now. So, pump, you go here. can connect you to power easily. We want one pump here for the ice crusher. I'll be in charge of... Actually, no, we want a one-way valve. No, 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 no. This is a two-way. No, this is a pump. No, 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 the pump is fine. I was going to say a one-way valve because a digital pump goes two ways, but that's not a digital pump, is it? Where am I? Okay, piping. Again, pipes. Go, go, go. You can keep printing over there. Was that a steel sheet? That's an iron sheet. Where's my rover? There it is. It has iron in it. That's iron frames. That's iron sheets. Thanks. Okay, that's done. Where's the volume pump? Can I put it directly into this? I think the answer is no. We can just put it here, it's fine. Like this. We don't want actually we can have a regular pipe here, but I'm gonna put an inserted pipe. Just to be sure. Okay, next we want the venting. Let me take with me the inserted pipes, just in case. So we want digital valves around these parts. Doesn't matter where it goes. Just make it easy to power. Like this. Digital valve. Can I put a pipe cowl right over there? Yes. So once it detects that it's too much pressure, it'll open and vent. Same thing for the rest. You guys are going to be connecting to these tanks. So like this. Like this. Like this. There we go. So that system is that's ready to use, I think. Well, actually, we need to program it. So no, not really. But for the most part, things are ready. We just need to wire them now. Okay. Definitely we've been printing heavy cables. Pause. So now it's going to be a bit complicated because we need the Stirling engine's power to go into the main battery array. So it's going to be connected to this side. Which shouldn't be too bad, but then it's going to be a bit of a mess once we have the other smaller wires crossing over. Let me do the regular cables first, how about that? Regular cabling, go. Okay, so let's first connect everything on this side to the same network. So this is all connected. Yep. This pump gets connected. There we go. Making some wire cutters. There we go. Okay, that's connected. These guys need to connect. All to the same network.
Hydration critical.
Hydration's fine. Next we need the wire to run to these. Thanks. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. We need you guys to run like this. Thank you. Then for every tank, we need to do something like this. Up. So these connect and can read from inside there. And I'm out of cables. And there's plenty of cables here. Give me everything. Okay. Hydration is not looking so hot. We'll have to leave soon. That's not the correct direction for this. It needs to be going like this. Okay. So this is all going to be on the same network, and these machines over there are going to be on a different network, because I'm pretty sure they are going to overload the network if I put them all on the same wire. Okay. And then you guys connect to this wire. That's all connected. Now we just need to find where to put the APC. So that's fine. Over here, you guys have the same deal. You need to connect. Yep. This guy's network, so go around this way. Okay, and then you need to connect. There's definitely going to be a heavy cable that's being running this way, so you're going to have to go up a bit. Well, also, the data port can go on the same network, that's fine. Okay. Please go that away. Okay, now the heavy cable. Also gonna need some, you know, some lights on the roof and whatnot, but that's for later. These can go outside just fine. Where does this connect? Okay, so we need this here. This is the connection we want. Come on. There we go. Okay, once that's done, time to go. We gotta go back to base again. Oh, and I have to stop streaming. Okay, well, you know what? We'll have to stop for today here, because I gotta stop streaming right away. Tomorrow, we should be able to put the finishing touches on this atmospheric system, so that it's all ready to get started once we have all the walls up. So anyway, see you guys later. I'll stream. I'm gonna be going home and taking care of our needs. So okay, bye. Bye. Sorry for the rush, but I might have lost track of time right there at the end when I was so focused on doing the atmospherics. Okay, bye. Bye.